what I mean. When I go in the food store, that's my moment to be with the Lord.
All right.
And while everybody's looking, I'm looking, but I'm also having a moment. I'm not rushed. Take care of nobody. It's just me going down the aisles of Walmart. And I'm having me a mighty good time.
All right.
Yeah.
So speak, please speak. I'm going to give you about 5 minutes. Just go ahead and speak. This guy came up to me. Sir, I said, I'm the pastor of some church, he said. I heard him, but I didn't. You know, you hear people, Joe. I heard that was good. He's a pastor of the church. He said, what my church is doing this year, we're going to all the churches. And we're going to all the stores. And we're taking up money so we can give it to the poor and the families who need it. And I'm looking at it. He just going along. I'm just listening to him. So, sir, if you got like $20, I said, I'm going to get it him. Sir, I'm a pastor too. You are? In Jesus' name, let's pray. Oh, Jesus, from the world as he goes. I'm praying for you. Stop me. People got all kind of scams going.
Yeah.
They're going to feed the homeless. I got some people I need to feed too. Okay. And you look at one of them. I'm hungry too. I'm going to tear one of these cookie bags right here if you stand there long enough. We serve him, we praise him, we come because he's good.
Yeah.
And we thank him for his mercy.
Yeah.
What mercy? My pastor said. He said one time in a sermon he had been to the Holy Land. I think the church sent him. Hint, hint. So much for that hint. Let me move on.
Catch that on the way home.
Holy Land gonna be the back porch. But move right along. My pastor said he went to the way David went. And he went through the valley of the shadow of death. They showed it to him. And he said, wait a minute, this is too dark. David can only be in the front of about 100 sheep. He can't be in the back in the dark. So what's protecting the sheep from the wolves in the front and in the back, depending on where you went? He said David would always go first. He had a rod, he had a staff, he hit the rocks, and they wouldn't come out. But he said in the back of David, in the back of the sheep, David had 2 mean dogs. One he called mercy. And the other one he called goodness. And he told folks they gonna follow me. Oh yeah, you heard me.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to tell you, goodness and mercy may not be a dog, could be 2 angels. But they following you all the days of your life. If you really want to, I'm going to be done in a quick second. If you really want to thank God, think about God.
All right.
I'm going to let that simmer. If you really want to thank God, then what you ought to do is think about God. Y'all with me? How do you think about God? Because when you think about God and all the goodness that God has, God will bless you.
All right.
But let me go through this thing. Go to Philippians 4. How do you think about God when you're happy? 4th chapter. Philippians. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
We read 2 while ago. Just skip on over. Go to your right. 4th chapter. You see that? Verse 8. Finally, Finally means when ain't nothing else here.
Yeah.
Finally means when you got to get to this point right here. When you gonna get to this point right here. He says, finally, brother. This is what y'all think about. Whatsoever things are true. It's in there. Whatsoever things are honest. Whatsoever things are just.
Yeah.
Whatsoever things are pure. Whatsoever things are lovely. Whatsoever things of a good report. If there be any virtue.
Yeah.
If there be any praise.
Yeah.
Think on these things.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
You think on these things. It'll keep you out of trouble. So now, what about when things are bad? How do you say thank you when things are bad? Turn back to Habakkuk, you all. Old Testament, I give you. Go to your table of contents and look that up. Stop acting like you know what that one is. Just go to the table of contents and see what page that's on. Habakkuk. Habakkuk.
Minor prophet.
Near the end of the Old Testament, almost. 3 or 4 books away. I haven't told you yet. Let me get them now, first. But it is the 3rd chapter. Let me know when you found it. You all got it? You have it?
Okay, what chapter?
3rd chapter.
All right.
Y'all got it?
Amen.
This church like to know, don't they?
Amen.
I'm waiting on see what verse.
Waiting on that.
Thank y'all. Because I'm waiting. When you found it, say amen.
Amen.
Go to the 17th chapter. Here is a prophet, a minor prophet.
Minor prophet.
This guy has been praying to the Lord. If you look on the first verse, he says this is one of his prayers.
Yeah.
Second verse said, I've heard thy speech and I was afraid. Oh Lord, revive thy work in the midst of the years. This guy is afraid. He's got some power, but he's afraid. He's kind of wary. Folks, ain't nothing wrong with having a little worry.
All right.
I know we say you shouldn't worry. Let your child have some tubes down his throat,
Okay.
laying in the hospital bed.
All right.
All right.
Amen.
You better pray and worry.
Amen.
All right.
Yes,
All
yes.
right.
Your worry should be, did the Lord hear me?
Yeah.
Because if he hear you, he'll help fix some stuff.
All right.
So please don't say, don't worry. You're wasting your breath.
Okay.
If your wife and your husband is just been sent to prison
All right.
for 30 years and you're afraid they're going to do something in there, folks, you better worry because worry going to get you to start praying. And praying going to take away your worry. Y'all with me? Nothing wrong. Moses was afraid most of the time. This guy is afraid. But let me tell you what happens to those little worries. He starts off worried, doesn't he? Y'all see that?
Yeah.
Now let's go to verse 17. Although, let me tell you what's happening. He knows the Babylonians are about to come possess the land. So he's looking into the future and how messed up it's going to be when they come and take away their land. So he's praying now. He says, although the fig tree shall not blossom, neither shall the fruit be in the vines, the labor of the olives shall fail, and the fields shall yield no more meat. That's bad, y'all. The flock shall be cut off from the fold, and there shall be no herd in the stall. That's bad, y'all. That's famine, y'all. That's bad news, y'all. Then he said, yet I will rejoice in the Lord.
All right.
Yes.
I will joy in the Lord
Mm-hmm.
of my salvation.
Yes.
The Lord God, hold it now, he done went from being afraid
All right.
to being in control.
All right.
Even though we may go home,
Mm-hmm.
even though our check at the end of the month may not come in on time,
All right.
even though they may send you a couple of notices saying that our house will belong to them, even though insufficient funds will begin to mark your checking account, even though friends will leave you, even though your health will fade away from you, even though the church may move and you don't follow, even though the food on the table is stolen by nights by those close to us or down the street, whether folks steal our car, it can get bad. But he's saying, even though, and Lord, I know it's going to get bad, because ain't nothing changed from the 2nd verse to the 17th verse. The only thing that's changed is my nature. The only thing that's changed is how I look at the problem. And now I'm saying, even though it's going to get that bad, the Lord is my strength.
Come on.
He'll make my feet like hinds feet. What's a hinds feet? That's a deer.
Yeah. Leap.
A deer runs through the fire.
Yeah, come on.
Runs past the mountains. But you know what they say, what they have discovered about a deer? As long as that deer is leaping, he's also dancing.
Yeah.
Come on there, y'all.
Come on.
He's leaping, he's dancing, and he's jumping up on the hill. And as long as God make my feet so I can leap, so I can dance, so I can jump, so I can run to the hills from which cometh all of my strength. Help me, Lord. And it will make me to walk upon high places. This high as you can get. Thank you, Lord, for bringing us in here. We still gonna have trouble when we go out the door. But trouble,
Come on.
it don't always last.
That's right.
So be concerned,
Yeah.
but don't be fearful. 2 more verses. Let's go back to Philippians, please. So what do you do? Because I'm going to tell you something. I discovered a long time ago, can't stop saying it. I don't care what's going around us. God is good.
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
All the time.
Yes, he is.
And all the time.
God is good.
God is good. God don't give us what we want. Because God's too good to give us what we don't need. But if we push it by chance,
Come on.
He might let us have it so we can see we should have listened to him in the first place. I tell my grandson all the time, the greatest plan in the world is Plan B. Plan A, all right. I don't know about y'all, Plan A don't always work out for me. But when I pull back and I find another plan that seems a little too simple, because see, you know how we do. We too smart sometimes for our own good. That don't make no sense, God. You're going to tell us that we could have did that 5 months ago. Have you heard what you just said? So God is saying, since you want to have it, I'm going to let you have it.
Yeah.
But when you get through with Plan B, hey, I got Plan B for you. And Plan B is always better to come from the Lord than Plan A. We got the Lord on our side. Who can come against us? That's why we're happy, y'all. We happy. We thankful. Because when you get to be thankful, my last point, when you get to be thankful, see, thanking makes you start thinking. Some of y'all got that.
All right, God.
See, when you start thinking,
Start that.
thanking God,
Amen.
then you have to understand why you're thinking it. And if you're thinking it, you start thinking about why you're honoring God.
All right.
Is anybody here thinking?
Yeah.
Anybody remember last week how bad it was?
Yeah.
Anybody remember?
Uh-huh.
Let me tell you something about Plan B. Plan B, Plan A. I had Plan A worked out a month ago for Thanksgiving. She laughed because she's a part of it. she know what I'm gonna say. I had it worked out about a month ago. Weatherman back then said the weather gonna be good. Wow! I'm on top of it. So here I am, because the Lord is thankful. I'm thankful.
Amen.
So I say, Lord, will you do me a favor? I want to buy a little food. And if you'll make it so, I'm going to feed everybody Thanksgiving because I want to show my thankfulness. Y'all with me?
Yeah.
I went a week before to Luby's. And let me suggest y'all ought to go to Luby's and start cooking. Luby's and some paper plates
Uh-huh.
so you don't have to wash dishes.
Yeah.
Plastic forks and spoons so you ain't got to wash no dishes. Plastic cups so you can throw in the trash so when everybody go home, you can go to sleep and be glad they going home because they left you know what.
Amen.
I had it covered, y'all.
Amen.
I had it covered. I was going to pick it up Luby's Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
And I went and I picked it up Luby's Wednesday. And Wednesday night covered. You have to let me tell this stuff. All right. It's a good energy this y'all. My father got sick. Oh Lord. What in the? We called the amp paramedics. They come up. They said, we don't think he's having a heart attack. But we're concerned about this other thing. I said, don't worry about it. I'll take him if he needs to be taken. Let me give him a few more hours. They said, okay. A few more hours came. It was just 4 a.m. in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't 7 p.m. at night no more week. My daddy started saying his chest was hurt. His side chest, his shoulders. And I'm like, oh God, that's radiating pain. I didn't wait. Put him in the car.
Mm-hmm.
Shot down. I said, I don't want to go to veterans. Don't want to go to veterans. All the people gonna be in there. It's Thanksgiving early morning. We was only somebody in the emergency room. Ain't God good?
Yeah.
Wasn't nobody in there but us.
Amen.
So they just pushed us right on through. They got us a room. He stayed. And I called my brother about 9. You know all that food I bought? It's at the house. You know all the people we gonna feed? They still coming. Would you do me a favor? Would you take care of all that for us? Because the 2 people that stay there, that's putting all the money out there, the 2 people can't come. Y'all follow me on that? I was a little bit depressed, just a little bit. My mama coming home, I want to see my mama when she got. I was a little bit depressed, but let me tell you what happened. I bought some extra food, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's all over the place. Oh, it's a feast looking. So you know what I did? All the people who've been helping my dad at the house, everybody who's been faithful, come on with it, y'all. All those that's been doing the work of that house kingdom, everybody who's been helping the father that are in the back room,
Uh-huh.
they got an invitation.
Amen.
Here's Plan B. Today after church, we got all this food, and it's just for you. You come over, but I'm going to be a little bit sort of like God. The invitation said, if you don't bring a lot, don't take home a lot.
All right now.
I know what I'm saying.
Amen.
I say all this to say this. We thankful.
Amen.
He already led us into last week with being thankful. I'm just closing the door and be thankful.
Amen.
Thank you, God.
Amen.
What you done for us.
Yes, yes.
Now I want the choir to come up. What I said about worry is this. When you worry and you get to be like this guy, something happens. You start praying, and all of a sudden, the concern becomes a concealment.
Mm-hmm.
And so what happens is this. Now, instead of being worried, you become happy. You coming up quiet. Why is that? Because now you know, no matter what happens, God's got this. He's a good God, y'all.
Yes, he is. All the time.
Anybody didn't get any turkey? But you can get bologna on Monday.
All right.
You still gonna eat, right?
Yeah.
Anybody didn't get any gravy? But you can make grits and rice on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Oh, God got this, y'all. You may miss what was in plan, ain't you? Gotta wait till B-through-Z show up. But the Lord gonna handle this for you. And when he gets through showing out,